go.
All right, let's talk about shin splints. If you've been out walking a lot more, either with your pet or just by yourself trying to social distance like I have, you're probably experiencing a little bit of shin splints these days. I know I've gotten a little bit of them just in the last few days, well, I guess the last week. So let's talk about why that happens. So first three things here: anatomy compromised, muscle imbalances, and decreased flexibility. Those three go together, more relating to the foot and ankle, knee, and hip. Sometimes also the core is involved in this because everything needs to stay nice and stable up and through this region here. We want to make sure hip, pelvis nice and stable. But also if you tend to be more of a walker with the foot in or the foot out, that will also compromise your ankle and possibly knee stability. So next on the list here, improper techniques in training. So depending on what kind of runner you are, if you're more of like a forefoot runner or a rear foot runner, depending on what kind of jumping techniques you have as well. That's more related to sports. We're trying to talk about our walking social distancing here. Next up would be the training surface, so slant, uneven terrain, uphill, downhill, density, as well as ice. You're probably slipping around a little bit more than you usually are, trying to make minor adjustments. Improper footwear, can't stress this one enough. Proper footwear is going to be very important. It's going to help with shock absorption, it's going to help with the stability of the heel, and it's also going to help provide support for your foot. Repetitive strain, so that's more the impact, pounding going on there. And then sudden increases in training volume. So that one, lastly, is quite important. A lot of us probably getting out a lot more right now. Increasing our training volume, that's going to put us more at risk for developing shin splints. So let's go through a couple of exercises. We'll do that in another clip and just help you out, make sure you're preventing or at least managing what's going on there. All right, next we're going to talk about that foot and that foot arch. How do we make it stronger so that we don't get this problem coming on again? So what we want to do is we think about a triangle underneath the foot here. So where the big toe is, all the way across here, that's your transverse arch, and then we want to come in through here, which is the remainder of the arch that we want to work on. So we want to make sure that this area is nice and strong. This will provide support for the foot. So what I like to do to start is a little warm up. So you put that heel down, put that first toe down, and then spread evenly across. It should feel like you have a triangle going on right underneath the foot. As you can see, there's not a lot going on there. We don't want it so that you have like a lot of tendons popping up here as well. We just want to focus on that arch, making sure that everything else up here is nice and relaxed. So it should feel like you're getting a tripod there. Doing about 1 set of 10 of that just to warm it up, 5 to 10 second hold. After that, what you can do is you can lift the big toe by itself, and then you lift the other toes independently, and then you spread them down. Okay? And this one, you can do about 15 lifts and then 15 spreads. And you can pretty much do this anywhere. You can do this sitting at your desk, you can do this sitting on the toilet, whatever you got. Okay. So most times where you feel it will be down in through this area. Sometimes it's also up in through here that you'll feel it. This is more related to that repetitive stress and building volume. Here is more that structural piece that we were talking about, so that compromised anatomy. So because this muscle here, this is called your tibialis anterior, approximately right in here, it comes down and then it attaches into the foot, helps with that arch support. It tends to take a little bit of a beating, so what we can do is, because it's trying to overwork and do a lot of stuff that it doesn't need to do, especially if you're going uphill, you're having to bring that foot up a lot more. So what we're going to do is we're going to directly go on that part here, and then come in through this guy, and then you're just gonna bring the shin up as far as comfortable. You can use your own pressure on it, but don't go any more than a 3 or 4 out of 10. We don't want to cause too much discomfort, just enough to help relieve some of that pain. Okay? So that's number 1. All right, so let's look at that hip and glute mobility, flexibility piece. Like we talked about in that intro video, those can be compromised areas for shin splints, so let's target them a little bit. So I'm gonna get into a position here. So you're gonna bring that knee up and then this ankle foot towards the other hip, and then that's where you sit back on that one. So I'll demo this facing that way so you get more of a view now. Okay, so taking that same position, okay, and then for this one we're going to get more of this glute region. So to get into there, we almost put more of our pressure through the knee, and then we lean down, trying to get as flat as possible. Some people can get all the way down. I'm not going to do that. I'm trying to talk with you guys today. Hold this for about 15 to 20 seconds, done 3 to 5 times. And then what you can do after is you can come up into that one, and then we bring that foot up and you can sink into this opposite hip. So again, hold that for about 15 to 20 seconds, done 3 to 5 times. It really helps with that hip opening. I wouldn't suggest going and doing this outside right now. It's a little wet, it's a little cold. So we don't want you getting wet and cold before, so definitely feel free to do this one after or before you leave your house. That would be great for you to do at this time to help with your shin splints. Also, when we're in this one, you might even feel a little bit on that front of the leg here. So you'll get a little bit of a stretch there, a little bit of relief just with that. Otherwise, try these out and let me know what you think.